trust. Do you trust the government?
Well, did you see him up there? Police are getting a whole lot of calls about those black military helicopters flying over Portland this week. You might have seen them flying over your home. This is video of one spotted over the area on Monday night. The Police Bureau is assisting the Department of Defense with some training exercises. However, because the flights are causing so much concern, they'll now be restricted to the Jantzen Beach area.
Someone's standing on the top.
No, they're not. I want to go on the rooftop. Let's go on the roof.
Oh my God, you can see it so well on the roof.
Let's go on the roof.
This exercise is put together by the Southeast Regional Domestic Security Task Force. These exercises are taking place from Palm Beach all the way to Monroe County to bring together a unified command system from federal, state, and local agencies if a major incident should occur. And it's to test our capabilities of all hazards with an emphasis on terrorist activity.
These drills are meant to do a few things. One, to have a controlled response, good communication between the various agencies, and then testing the equipment. This gives us the opportunity to bring this new equipment, if you will, and to ground test it to see if it works, to see if it's the proper equipment for what's on call. So far, so good. We have our assessors on board. People from Homeland Security are here, and we've had great volunteers from the community and also some help from the local business community. So it's all working out well so far. And you know, we need to do this at least once a year. The threat still remains.
Once again, my name is Marguerite Romero. I'm with the Crisis Intervention Unit, and we're here to help you.
Well, you couldn't see it, but you sure could hear it last night in the skies over Boston. Low-flying helicopters causing a real scare for some people. The night team's Susan Tran is in Boston tonight. Susan, what exactly was happening here?
Well, just imagine hearing the deafening sound of helicopters coming outside of your home and seeing these military helicopters with no lights on, weaving in between all of the city's skyscrapers. For folks who saw this scene, they say it was so exceptionally scary. The mayor says there were alerts that the urban training exercise would be taking place in and around Boston between July 26th and August 5th. But everyone we talked to had no idea.
I apologize for that, but my job as mayor is to make this the safest city in America, and the Navy SEALs are part of that operation.
At one point, a glowing object was seen dropped from a helicopter. It was just one of many mysteries families in Boston were left wondering about.
We saw just the one helicopter at first, then we saw another one flying around, no idea what was going on, landing on top of the building. So, yeah, myself and my fiance were really pretty freaked out.
Tennessee is now the first state ever to work with the TSA to deploy a simultaneous counterterrorism operation statewide. News Channel 5's Adam Gassimi was at one of their way station checkpoints today near Portland.
Yeah, Vicki, this was a massive operation really bringing all federal, state, and local agencies together to not only do random searches, but also create an army of agents on wheels. You're probably used to seeing these signature blue uniforms at the airport.
See something, do something.
But now TSA agents are on the interstates fighting terrorism with visible intermodal prevention and response, or VIPER operations.
Where is the terrorist most apt to be found? Not these days on an airplane, more likely on the interstate.
Tuesday, Tennessee was the first to do this simultaneously at 5 way stations and 2 bus stations statewide. They're recruiting truck drivers like Rudy Gonzalez into the First Observer Highway Security Program to say something if they see something.
Not only truck drivers, but cars, everybody should be aware of what's going on the road.
It's all meant to urge every driver to call authorities if they see something suspicious.
Somebody sees something somewhere, and we want them to be responsible citizens, report that, and let us work it through our processes to vet the concern that they had when they saw something suspicious.
The Tennessee Highway Patrol is checking trucks with drug and bomb-sniffing dogs during random inspections. During one today, they found barrels of chemicals on the back of this truck that seemed suspicious. But after checking for dangerous levels of combustibles,
it's all clear. Good news.
The driver had to only secure a loose barrel before getting back on the road with countless other tractor trailers. Homeland Security officials worry one day could be used for terrorism.
The bottom line is this: if you see something suspicious, say something about it.
Now, the random inspections really aren't any more thorough than normal, but Colonel Tracy Trott with the Tennessee Highway Patrol says it's all in the details, pointing out what happened when an Oklahoma State trooper stopped Timothy McVeigh for not having a license plate just after the Oklahoma City bombing. Vicki?
Adam, thanks. We want to urge you, today's Viper searches did not come from any particular threat. One TSA official says intelligence tells them they should be focusing on the highways as well as the airport.
Okay, I wanted to do a follow-up on this story, LA military exercise, if you haven't seen my first video yet. But it was posted by David Perez, KFI News, and I believe this guy was an editor, or well, that's what they told me anyways. And they get, or he got his news from these guys, City News Services. This is what they do. I went to Services and City News, and this is what they'll do is like, when news happens, in Orange County and San Diego, CNS will carry the story, when there's major breaking news. So I guess they either send it to you, by via different ways, and then there's also on a budget, and then they do entertainment news. So for scheduled events, so I think that this LA military exercise has been scheduled, and someone from the LAPD let them know, or the military, and I guess delivery options would be over the air, text delivery, internet, FTP, password protected website. And I guess you can get all this info from them and then post it on your website like they did in KFI and letting you know. But the thing would be is to know exactly where these areas, are being held at, and actually to be able to film some of it. I think the people should know this, especially when they're doing it at night, that this is when they come for, to arrest someone or to take away their guns or so. So they're actually doing some type of martial law training. I don't believe that this is for, upcoming overseas deployments. I really do not believe that. I guess if you do, then, based on what's going on in this country, it should be, the way the Constitution says, which controls federal government, and it's for the people, by the people. And we, the people, need to realize this. Here's the LAPD website. Their release regarding the LA military exercises this week. Yeah, I think they're actually practicing these martial laws. They've been doing it since 2008 or even earlier, and they're increasing, I think, in around the different cities for martial law, possibly confiscating guns. And it just allows them to know that particular city within the U.S., these exercises.
About the small people, and we care about the small people.